Hi, this day here again. Happy New Year. Welcome to the year 2020. Oh gosh, I can't imagine. I'm just so stoked for what's in store. But actually at this moment I'm just grateful to be alive, to be here today. Yes. How are you doing? Thank you for being here and welcome to my channel. For those of you that are just joining or just checking this page out for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe just to get updates if I post new videos and all that too. So hi, name is Yejide. One of these days I probably would do an about me tag just so we can get to know each other a little bit more here too. And if you notice, for those of you that are used to watching my channel, I'm on my glasses today and I can't exactly see clearly, but I did my makeup myself today. I mean, it's already a little bit shiny and all that too, but I was feeling myself. Like this year, I'm trying to step my makeup game up. So I just said, let me come and use it to do shakara. But for the agenda for today, I'm going to be talking about my reading list for 2020. From experience and from what I learned last year, I know not to do too much when I'm reading my books, or not to put too much on my plate when I'm reading my books. So this year I strictly said I was just going to go through 6 books. Yep, 6 books. I mean, that might seem like a lot for some people, or very little for some people, but knowing myself, knowing my speed, knowing the workload I have this year, I know for sure 6 is it, and I'm not even trying to add anything, not squeezing anything in, nothing. So those 6 books, and those 6 books kind of range from psychology, non-fiction, autobiography, fiction. So it's kind of all over the place, but so nothing in particular. So I'm just going to go through each one of them and probably state the reasons why I picked those books. I mean, for some of them, no particular reasons really. So for the first one, I'm going to be reading Daughters Who Walk This Path by Yejide Kilanko. So I hope I got the last name right. So this book, I picked it up sometime in the middle of last year. I went to this place in Lagos called Terra Culture. So they have a bookstore there, and I was looking for some African books by African female writers, as I planned to last year. So it was this, and there was another book. I've forgotten the title of that book. So I took this and 3 other books actually and posted on Instagram, and just wanted my followers to kind of choose. So I ended up picking this one, and I checked the reviews online and they're pretty much good. So for this book, Daughters Who Walk This Path, this is a fiction book by Nigerian writer, and it covers the story of Moriamo, a young girl living in Ibadan who faced a lot of challenges and dark situations that kind of suppressed her voice. And basically I started the book, but I haven't really gone through it, and my sense of it is that she had an experience probably with a family friend, a very terrible experience. I don't want to get into the details, so I'm not like triggering or whoever's watching this. And so the book just goes through like 20 years of her life, from childhood, the experiences, and how she kind of found her voice. So if anyone has read the book and also has any comments on it, you can also put it down in the comments section too. So very much excited to, it's one of those books that I just read and put down and then somehow forget what I had read in the past and then pick it again too. So, but I will be very intentional about finishing this book, and we'll give a review sometime during the year. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I know I said I wanted to get different methods. So, but for these 6 books, I will still do a review. It's just that I don't have a timeline for when these reviews will be done. So, but you get it when you get it. That's all I can say. The second book is Scrum, The Art of Doing Twice the Work in Half the Time by Sutherland. So this book, I came across it at my office. So it was distributed at the office. We're trying out the management's trying out something new, kind of just to get people to learn more, be open to, a new form of learning. And this book is, especially if you're into project management or even project coordination, project planning, all of that, like this is the book for you. I started reading through it. Some parts were like, yes, okay, this makes a lot of sense. Some I feel like I might have to revisit maybe towards the end of the book or something too. But still, good book so far. Will do my review definitely. So if some of you are here thinking like project management, boring stuff, blah blah blah, it's going to be important for you. I feel like project management is important in every aspect of like, things that you do, even with work, at home, relationships. I think there's still, some kind of project management, project coordination involved in that too. So then the third one is Speaking Above a Whisper by Bisi. Oh, sorry. Speaking Above a Whisper by Bisi Adeleye-Fayemi. So for this book, it's been lying around the house. It was published in like 2014, an autobiography by the First Lady of Ekiti State, and also a very, very outspoken leader in, the women's human rights movement in Africa, and even, around the world too. So she wrote her autobiography, and please, I'm recording. Thank you. So she wrote her autobiography some couple of years back. She wrote her autobiography a couple of years back, and so the book has been lying around at home, and I came back home during this holiday, and I sort of picked it. And I don't think I've read any autobiographies by any female Nigerians. I've read the one by Taraji P. Henson. I've read the one by Gabrielle Union. Please let me know if I'm missing out anyone, and if I post it on the on this YouTube. But yeah, so this will probably be my first female Nigerian autobiography too. So I'm kind of interested in just learning about her life and how she got to where she is, and it's just a lot of things too. So that's how I came across that. And then for the other two books, I don't have physical copies yet. In the meantime, I got digital copies. So one was Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers, A Story of Success, if I got that right. And for that book, I'd seen it on a couple of, recommended lists and all too. And somebody mentioned something about the 10,000 hour rule, where if you want to build expertise in a particular skill, you have to like invest 10,000 hours of consistently, putting that skill to work. Seen a lot of recommended lists. Talks about how series of factors tend to affect the success of certain people. Talks about Bill Gates, talk about the Beatles, talk about some hockey teams, a whole lot of things. So I haven't started reading that, but I'm actually looking forward to it, and hopefully I'm able to gain a lot of insight and also be able to share that with you guys here. The last one is Attached. If you don't mind, let me just get the what's it called again? So it's Attached, the new science of adult attachment and how it can help you find and keep love, by Amir, Levine, and Rachel Heller. So I'm definitely going to put that down in all these books I've listed out. I'm going to put that in the comment section, so you can also check for reference and all that. So for this book, had some experiences over last year that kind of made me more self-aware and learned about, adult attachment style. So I would say that was sort of like the first time I had come across those things. That was towards the end of the year. And with things with, love, things with dating, all of that, people just, it's like, yeah, just maybe you have all these books like, oh, 5 ways to keep a man, 5 ways to let the woman chase you, blah, 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 all these things. You have all those books. Well, this is more, psychology. It's backed by research by psychologists, and it's connected to how as adults, how adults' attachment styles are sort of a reflection of how we were attached as kids. So they're different attachment styles, and then these styles tend to affect how relationships go and grow and all that. And I'm very much intentional about, focusing on that this year. So it's been a very insightful book so far. Helpful, I can't really say just yet, but it's been insightful, like helping with more self-awareness too. So far, like I said, I would put the details in the comments section and let you also get to hear my review once I'm done with it. So yeah, that's all for now. Those are all my books. I hope I'm not missing out. I missed out one. So I have the last one, because I mentioned 6 and I only mentioned 5 here. So the last one is The Missing Link by Moriamo Onabanjo. So for this one, a former schoolmate of mine reached out to me to review a book of his family member, and I just hadn't, over time I really didn't have the time to go through it. And one of the options was like, oh, maybe I can ask my sister to read it and then she might do a review, but I just felt like it would be better for me to go through it myself and give my own perspective on it as well. So it's more of it's a fiction mystery novel, and it's set in the city of Ile-Ife, which holds a dear place in my heart. And so I'm actually quite interested in, reading some parts and being able to connect with all the familiar places that might be mentioned in the book. Mystery connected to the royal family, the Oni of Ife, mysterious items appearing, disappearing in places, and an archivist trying to make a connection between deaths that occurred and then the appearances and all that. So I'm just giving you a summary based off of what I've seen. Maybe it's a synopsis and all that, but we'll also read that and we'll definitely give you my feedback and review on it too. But if you also have the time, you could find it and share with people too. So yeah, that will be it for me for the year. Just note, you might not be seeing me that often on this site. Wish I could say you might more often, but you wouldn't be seeing me that often. So just have that in mind, and I will, but be sure to post, respond to your comments, likes, any information that you might share. Definitely will respond to that. But in terms of posting content, it might be a bit sporadic here and there too. So anyway, all right, so wish you all a happy new year. Also interested in seeing your reading list for the year. Are they quite bulky, not so bulky? Also interested in the genres and all that too. So yeah, take care, bye, peace.